Thousands of years ago, thousands of architects, engineers, and designers worked together to create one of the 8 wonders of the world, the Egyptian pyramids. Where are their descendants now?
We, as African Americans, have to be involved in the constructed environment.
Yes.
The constructed environment is the symbol of your civilization. It's who you are.
The numbers tell a different story.
Recent census numbers show there are 180,000 employed architects in the United States. 1.5% of all registered architects are African American. 22% are female, 6.2% Latin, 6.3% Asian, 0.3% African American. Fewer than 0.01% of employed African American architects are entrepreneurs. But hopefully the stats are changing thanks to some very, very special volunteers who developed a new high school initiative that gets young people in the pipeline, gets them thinking about careers in architecture, engineering, design, and construction.
And like I teach all you guys, come up with an idea, right? And then follow your idea through. It's the same thing. I came back here and I said, I need to get this program started. So I started at Benjamin May, just drove my car up to Benjamin May, started talking to the principal at Benjamin May. And they said, okay, well, begin this whole project.
Visionary leader Oscar Harris had a dream to open the creative minds and spirits of young people, particularly African Americans.
I will tell you that when I was young, I wanted to be an architect. Well, that's good. Architects of change. I like that.
To show them the possibilities that each of them possess. And it's working through the Atlanta Center for Creative Inquiry.
The main inspiration was the towers in New York. Since Atlanta is the empire of the South, I included 37-story towers that are connected by walkways, and these would be the apartments for my area.
It's a lot of color because in the performance hall, I thought there would be like a lot of plays, a lot of interesting different things going on. So I decided to make a color glass ceiling. I thought that would add interest.
Do the garden all along the front of the site so that you can have a destination over that bridge to somewhere nice both directions.
I was thinking of doing that, but then I ran out of material for the
I knew that was what
Once I kind of got through with it, it kind of reminded me of the first class that we had, where we showed the PowerPoint and we saw a building by Renzo Piano, where he had the grass on top of the roof as well. When I first began, I really liked the project that I did the first time, but if you looked at it, it looked kind of messy, and it had just remnants of glue all over the place. But the program really helped me to organize my projects, and also it helped me to think outside of the box.
Mr. Harris has always told us that just because you may not be able to draw, it's more important that you get it on paper and be able to explain what you have drawn rather than making it perfect on paper.
Students overcame challenges they faced.
Colin Jackson, he's goes to Stevenson High School. Colin was in the hospital 2 days ago. Yeah, Colin experienced a nervous condition that had to be dealt with. Colin came out yesterday, and he says no matter what, he is coming. See what time he's getting here. He is coming. He wanted to present, he didn't get a chance to do that, but you do have his sketches. That's the passion that Oscar is talking about. That's the passion of architecture.
He's come from the ACE program, and he's really had to, he's had to catch a train and everything over, right? So he's been on his own pretty good and done a wonderful job.
As a result, ACCI is receiving significant media attention from outlets such as the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and now on television.
Some of the nation's top architects introduced Mays High School students to their field in the Atlanta Studio for Creative Inquiry. The initiative encourages minority students to pursue careers in architecture, planning, design, and real estate development.
We need people to provide building materials. We have to buy tape, we have to buy paper, we have to buy cardboard that these students take and they use and they mold So any kind of resource that anyone can bring to us would add value to these students.
And even
would
if
help
we're
our
not
mission.
in that industry, there's always
Absolutely.
something. I want to get that point
let's
out,
break it
because
down.
someone is going to be watching and saying, well, I'm not in construction, I'm not in design, but you can go to the art store.
You can go to the
right?
art store, or you can listen
Write
to
a
the
check.
passion of
Right,
this young
right,
lady
right.
and hear her share her experiences with that, and know that she's going to be a productive citizen. And I always talk about this, that drop of water in a pool. She's the drop of water. The pool is going to ripple, and she's going to have a positive impact on other people.
This year was a record number for us. We taught 35 students this year from 4 different high schools.
I had 2 or 3 from my office that participated in a couple of them this year, and I think they got as much out of it as anybody. They came back very enthused about it. I signed them up for one time. I sort of got them to volunteer, and to my satisfaction, they came to me and said, we want to do it again, without me even asking them. So I think that says something about the program.
We've got to make a change. The profession wants and needs young people. We need all the creativity we can get, all the bright ideas we can get. America needs you.